Today we are going to see file handling, how to handle file in the Python. Before this, we already covered certain modules of the Python like basic introduction, conditions, string, loop, etc. Today we are going to see how to handle the file in the Python, importance of file handling in the Python, file handling like opening a file, how to write a file, then appending some content to the file or closing a file. Okay, so first we will understand the concept. After that, we will go ahead how to do the practical part. Okay. Hello everyone, this is Sharda from Go Edu Hub Technologies, and I would like to welcome you all for this course Machine Learning with Python. Okay, can you please confirm me in the chat window, am I audible, clear and loud? Okay, and after that I'll start the new topic today from the Python, that is the file handling in the Python, because we have already covered lots of topics in the Python like basics about the Python loops, string, list, tuples, dictionary, functions, sets, and then we have covered one of them is web scraping, and we covered lots of topics from the machine learning. Okay, we implemented different algorithms in the machine learning. Now we are going to see one most important thing in the Python, that is the file handling, because in the machine learning also we need to handle the Python. When you are working with the deep learning or machine learning or AI, then you need sometimes you need how to work with the Python file, how to create the certain files, how to read certain files in the Python. And different modules in the Python, like we can create the separate files in the Python, and after that we can use those files in a separate file. Okay, so let me open this article, file handling in the Python. First of all, like how you can handle a file, first thing you need to do, you need to open a file. Okay, after opening a file, there should be different modes, like file is opened in the read mode, file is opened in the write mode, file is opened in the append mode. There are the separate modes. Okay, so basically the major mode, three modes, like R is for open file in the read only mode, W opens the file in write mode, create a file if not exist, and A opens the file for appending or creating file if not exist. Okay, so we can do the practical part. Before going to the practical, I'll just go through certain topics only. Like there are the certain methods. One is the open method to open a file, one is the close method to close a file, and then there is a separate methods like read, readable, read lines, seek, tail, writable, write. All these methods we are going to use in the practical part. Okay, so let me start the implementation part. You guys also do along with me. Okay, like before this, what we have done, we have taken the input from the console only. Okay, but what we need to do, we need to read big data, we need to walk over the large files. Okay, so over the console only the limited amount of data can be displayed and can be read. Okay, it is impossible to recover the programmatically generated data again and again. So what we are doing, we are creating a file. We are storing our data in the file, and then we are reading data from the files. So file handling plays an important role when data needs to be stored permanently into the file. Like whatever the task you are doing certain operations and you are analyzing the output, but you are not storing the output. Then after some time, if you need that output, then you don't have. But if you store that output in a file, then after certain time you can read that file. Okay, you can store data in a file at a particular location in disk. Okay, and we can access the stored information after termination of that particular program. Sorry guys. Okay, so let me start execution here. You can open Google Colab, and here we will start the execution part. Initially we will open a file. So for this, what we need to do, we need to create certain files. Okay, so I'll create a file over my desktop. Okay, new txt file, sample.txt. Okay, you guys can also create a file, and inside this file I'm writing GoEdu Hub Technologies provides training in AI, ML and deep learning. Okay, and now I'll save the content and I'll close this file. What I need to do, I need to upload this file to Google Colab. Okay, so here the upload button. Okay guys, am I audible? You guys are not responding. Are you getting the things what we are going to do? Okay, here I'm uploading sample.txt. This sample.txt. Okay, extension is txt.txt because I have written the txt. I'll change it. By default this file is txt file, that's why rename sample. Okay, and again I'll upload the file. Okay, let me remove this and I'll upload a new file. Okay, I got certain confirmation. That's good. Okay, I uploaded a file sample.txt. Now the next thing is I just want to read this file. Okay. For reading a file, what I can do? I have to first open the file. Okay. So I'm writing here code. F, okay, F equals to open, and then here name of the file sample.txt, and I just want to read this file in the read only mode. So R here I'm specifying. Okay, and then next thing is print f dot. I have opened this file f dot read, and inside this read I can specify number of characters. Suppose I'm writing here 5. It means I'm reading only the 5 characters. Read only 5 characters. Okay, let me run this. Yeah, this is reading only the first 5 characters. And always when you are opening a file, you have to close the file. Okay, so I need to write here one more line, f.close. Okay, closing a file. Now I just want to read the complete content of the file. I don't want to read only the certain characters. I just want to read complete content of the file. Then what I can do? Again I'll open the file, f equals to open, and then I have to write the name of the file, sample.txt, and then R. Okay. Next thing is I have opened the file in the read only mode, and here I'll write a loop for I in F, because my full content of this sample.txt is inside F now. Okay, and then I'll print I. And let me run this. You can see the output. We are reading the complete content. There is only one line. If there would be multiple lines, then we can read the multiple lines. GoEdu Hub Technology is providing training in AI, ML and deep learning. Giraj is asking a question, ma'am, we don't need any package for file handling. Yeah, we don't need any package for the file handling, and we can use the different packages also. First, I'm telling you without any package. Then, meanwhile, we will go ahead and we will see certain modules inside the Python. So, how we can use the modules, that we also see. Okay? Initially, you can read like this. Now the next part is, I just want to write certain data to this file. Okay? Like I have this file, so I just want to write some data. Write data to this file. To file. Then for this, what I can do? I have to open the file in write mode. So F equals to open. Okay, and inside this I need to write name of the file sample.txt, and then I can pass mode is write mode. What it will search? It will search for this file. If this file is existing, we will write the content inside this file. If this file is not existing, this mode will create a new file. Okay, so we can write here w.write, okay, and here we are writing GoEdu Hub providing training in data science. Okay, and let me close the file f.close. Okay, what it will do is basically write mode first remove all the content inside the file. Like previously our file having the content GoEdu Hub Technologies provides training in AI, ML and deep learning. And when I'm writing this code, it means it will search this file sample.txt, open the file, erase all the data inside this file, all the existing data from the file, and then write data to the file. Okay, so we can again read this file in the read mode, and I can write the same code. Okay, I can open the file, and after opening the file, I can read this file, and you can see the output. Yes, here we are having only this line which we have written by using f.write command. F.write function, sorry. Okay, so what happened here? Write mode remove all the existing data from the file and then write data to the file. But we don't want to remove the existing data. We just want to append the data to the file. So if you want to append the data to the file, then you have to use the append mode. Okay, so we have to use the append mode. How we can use the append mode? In place of W, we can write here A. Okay, so let me write here F equals to open, and inside this I'm writing my file name sample.txt. Okay, and then I'm passing here parameter A. This is for the append mode. Okay, append, it will add new data to the file without disturbing existing data. Okay, so f.write, like I'm writing here also in data structures. Okay, and then I'll close the file, f.close. And I can read the file again by opening the file fopen sample.txt in a read mode, and then I'll write here a loop. Sorry. I in f, and then I'll print I. You can see here, GoEduHub provides the training in data science. Sorry, sir. And also in data structures. Okay? We have appended the data in existing file. So this is the thing what we have done till now. We created a file. We have opened a file, and after that we written certain data and then appended some data. Now without having the file, you can create a new file also. Like I'm writing here sample1. Okay, and then I'll read this sample1. What it will do, it will create a new file sample1.txt. Sample1.txt. Okay, and write the content whatever you want to write inside this file. So I can read this file sample1.txt, and this file contains also in data structures. So just remember, write mode and append mode will create new files if files don't exist. Okay, so this is all about reading the file, writing the file, and opening the file and then closing the file. Now come to the next thing, that is the directory. How to create a directory, how to use the directory, how to get the list of directory, where is our current file. For this, we will walk over the directory listing or a module inside the Python. Okay? So we have a module called OS, operating system. Basically, OS, we need to import first this OS module. Import OS. You just want to get a list of all files and folders in particular directory in a file system. Like inside my computer, I just want to see all the folders inside the downloads. I just want to see the list of all the folders inside D drive. For this, I can use OS module, and from the OS module, there are lots of functions available. Okay, so OS module, we have certain functions like list dir and scan dir. These are the methods we can use to get the directory properties and then file size and then modification details. We can get all these things. Okay. So I'm just importing import OS. And then here I'm writing L equals to OS dot list dir. Okay. And I just want to list here. I'm inside a Google Colab. Okay, so I can see this sample underscore data. Okay. I need to write here loop for I in L, okay, and then I'll print I. You can see here, inside this, I'm having certain files. Inside sample underscore data, I'm having readme JSON file and California housing train.csv, California housing test.csv, M&S train small csv, M&S test csv. So you can give here path of your any folder. Okay. If you are working in your local system, you are working with the Jupyter notebook, then you can give the path of your any folder, like path for your desktop, path for your downloads folder, and for your any drive. Okay, it will give you a list of all the directories inside this particular folder. Even list of files as well as directory. If inside this directory we have certain directories and files, it will give you a list of all. Okay. Similarly, we have another function like inside the Python 3, in place of list dir, we generally use scan dir. Okay. So import OS, and then I can write here L equals to os.scandir, and inside this I can pass the folder name. Like here I'm writing sample underscore data. Both are the same. Okay. For I in L. Okay. And we need to write here why we are studying these things. You guys may be thinking about it. Actually, if you want to go towards data science, if you want to go towards artificial intelligence, if you want to implement certain algorithms in the machine learning, then what we can do, sometimes we have to prepare our data, sometimes we have to read data from certain files that are existing inside our operating system. So for this purpose, we should know how to read the file, how to handle the files, how to see each and everything from our system with the help of Python. Okay. So this is telling you files and some description. Okay. Similarly, we have another function also like pathlib.path.iterator that will also return the iterator. Okay. So I'm not using all the functions. I'm just telling certain famous functions. Okay. Now I just want to check out either there are the certain directories existing or files. Like inside this folder, there may be some subfolder and there may be some files. So I just want to get the list of all files in a directory using scandir. Like what is my task? List all files in a directory, okay, using scandir. I just want only the list of files. I don't want folders. So for this, what I can do, I can write here base path, like from where I want. Okay. So base path, I'm writing here sample underscore data. Okay. And then I'm writing here os dot scandir. Okay, and from the base path, you can give any name to this variable. as entries. Okay, and inside this I'm writing certain condition. Okay, like for I in entries, okay, and if I is a file, is underscore file, there is certain functions like is underscore directory for checking the directory, is underscore file for checking the file. Okay, is file, then I can print name of the file. So I dot name. I just want to print only the name of the files. I don't want to print the name of the folders. I need to shift this. Or we can write this entries equals to, another form I'll write this, entries equals to os.scandir. Okay, and now you can see it will give you only the list of files. Like I can change the path. This is bin folder, or inside the content folder, copy the path. Okay, and then I'll change the space folder. And inside the content it will show you list of only the files. Here I can print entries. You can see the entries. Print entries. Yes, it is some iterator. Inside this there is some objects. And in place of is file, I can write here is dir. In place of is file, I can write here is dir. These are the directories I'm having inside this path. Yes, Pratik, we can generate CSV file also using the Excel. You can create CSV file using the Excel. Okay, here in the Python, yeah, you can generate. Okay, so like this, we can see how many files inside a particular folder and how many directories inside a particular directory. Okay, I just want to create a directory. Okay, how to create a directory? To create a directory, we can use a function mkdir. Like from the OS, you know, OS we already imported. Again, I'm writing here import OS. Okay, and then I can write os.mkdir, and then I'm creating here a directory called GUIDUHub. Okay, and now I can run this code, and you can see here in the files folder there would be new directory. I'll go one up. Let me scroll it. I'm inside a particular folder. I just want to go back. It's not taking. Here there should be a file created. A folder should be created. Where do you have? It's not showing. But it should be created. Pratik, that we generally use with the help of pandas. Like if you want to walk over certain CSVs, then there is a module pandas. I already told you how to work with the pandas. We can create a file, CSV file with the help of pandas. That would be easy for you. Okay? So just try with pandas. You can do that. And I have shown you one example also in this in our training. Okay? So using the OS module, we can create directories. Even we can rename the existing files also. We can remove the existing files also. And we can change the current working directory. Like I can change the current working directory os.chdr, and here I'm writing sample data. Now my current working directory is sample data, and I can remove the directory also. Like I have created a GoEduHub directory. Similarly, I can remove this directory os.rmdir. And inside this, I have to give the name of the directory, GoEduHub. So it will remove this directory. It's not created GoEduHub. Okay, inside this current directory, sample data, there is no directory GoEduHub. So I can create this directory first, and then I can delete it. Okay? This won't give you error. What happens here? It will create first directory and then remove the directory. So these are the major things about a file handling. Other things you can use the different functions from the file handling. Okay? But the basic concept I told you how to handle the files. And there are lots of functions available. Now I can tell you one more important thing, that is the Python modules. What is the Python modules? What is the Python module? Just think about it. Python module. Basically, Python module is a program file. We are creating a program file that will contain certain Python code. Like a program file can contain certain functions, can contain classes or variables. And we can save the file like .py file. And what we want to do, We want to create a file, py file, and then we want to use that file in another programming file. Let me show you here. Menu, it's not showing the menu. Okay, file, okay, and new notebook. I just want to create a new notebook. And inside the new notebook, what I can do? I simply create a py file that will have certain functionality. Like you are working over a big project, and what you want to do, you want to divide that project into different modules. So 5 people are working over one module and 5 people are working over the another module. Then they are creating their separate files. Then the manager who dealing that project can import both the files and can include both the file in another file. So when you are working over a big projects, then you have to create multiple files. Okay? And then you can combine those multiple files and use the functionality of those multiple files into one module, or you can say into one file. So it is basically to create a project in form of modules. Okay, so here we will create a simple file, and inside this file we just want to create a function like def my name, or you can say student name. Okay, I just want to create a function called student name. Inside this I'm passing a parameter name, and then I'm just printing hello my name. Okay, hello and then plus name. This is simple function I have defined, okay, to print the name. And what I want to do, I want to save this file. Save, and I just want to save this file in a py format. Okay, like file.py. This is my file, file.py. Okay. Now what I want to create another file, and inside that another file I just want to use this file. Okay, so for this we can use import statements. Okay, so I'll create a new file. Generally in the Google Colab we creating IPYNB files. If you are working with the Linux, or if you are working with PyCharm, then you can create the file of py files. Okay, so I have created one py file, and another file I am having IPYNB. Okay, IPython notebook. Inside this I can import module 1, module 2 like this. So I can import file. Okay, and then here name I can take a user input. Okay, input, enter your name. Okay, and then I can display this. So file dot, what the function I have created inside this, I have created a student name. So I can call this function with the help of this module name, file dot, and then this function name. And inside this function I'm passing a parameter called name. Now I can run this code. There is some problem. Okay, no module named file. Actually, I need to save this file, or I need to download. Okay, download.py file. Okay, keep, and then what I can do, I can upload this file here. Okay, where it's downloaded file, I don't know, or the downloads, yes. Okay, file underscore py.py. So here I'll write file underscore py, this is the name. Okay, and underscore py. Now this code will run. Enter your name. Okay, I'm putting my name Sharda, and you can see the output. Hello, that is we are calling from that function. So what I just want to tell you here, I can create the multiple files in the Python, and I can use one file inside the another file. That is called, you can import one module inside another module. Are you getting the things? How to import a py file in another Python file. For this, we need to import that file name only. And with the help of this file name, we can call it all the functions. Okay, I can give it a short name like as f. Then in future, I can refer f. Okay, f dot student name. And here I can put my name, and then I can run this code. These are the basic things. When you are working over certain projects, you need these things. That's why I'm telling you these basic things. If you are clear with basic things, then if you are working with the big projects, then you don't get frustrated. Okay? This is called a module. You can create the module like this. Very simple example I have taken here. I can define multiple functions inside this Python file. And if I have multiple functions, I can import only certain functions. Like inside this, I can create some more functions. Okay? A comma B. Okay? And then I'll return A plus B. This is one more function, and then I can define another function, divide, okay, A comma B, and then I can return A divided by B. Okay, I defined three functions. I just want to import only add function. Okay, then how can I write? First I have to download this file again. Okay, and then I have to upload this file. Okay, and this file name, I'll rename this file. Only I'm keeping name file. Okay, and now what I can do inside this, I can import file, and from the file I can import certain limited functions. Like here, from file import add. I want to only import one function, that is the add function. Okay, it will import only one function from this file.py file. Okay, and then what I am taking here, user input a equals to int, and inside this I'm writing input and then enter the first number. Okay, and then b equals to int input, enter the second number. Okay, now I'll print sum equals to, okay, and I'll call this add function. Okay, add, and inside this I can pass a comma b. Here we don't need to specify the module name like file.add. I don't need to write this because we can directly access the method. Here we already imported the method name. If we are importing only import file, then we need to specify the file.method name. But you already imported the method, then you can directly access. Okay, let me run this code and you can see the output here. No module name file. What happened? Let me check it out. What happened? No, that file is not uploaded. Let me rename the file. Okay, and now I'll upload this file, file.py. Okay, and again I'll run this code, and this time like I'm putting here a value is 100 and b value I'm putting here 200, and you can see output is sum of a and b. Okay, that is the basically how to include different modules in the Python. We can write like, I just want to import all the methods from this file. Okay, I just want to import all the methods from this file. Then I can write like this also, from file import asterisk. Okay, this will import all the methods from this file module. Okay, and there are some other modules, like we have one module called JSON, like import OS. Okay, similarly we have one module called JSON. I can write here import JSON. Okay, and inside the JSON we have a function dir. Okay, it will give you a list of all the submodules. Like I can write here list equals to dir of JSON. There are lots of things inside the Python. You cannot learn each and everything, but most important thing that we generally use. So if you know ABCD of these things, then you can go ahead easily. You can search out. You have good documentation of the Python. Okay. I can print this list. Print list. Okay, and this will give you the list. And for the regular expressions, we are having RE module. You know what is the regular expression? What is the regular expression? Regular expression is basically programming language, like special text, how we can write certain patterns in the text. Like I'm writing certain expressions using some special characters, hash, at the rate, percentage, all these things I can use. There are the certain rules for the regular expression, like /d, /D, /s, and we can use certain symbols, okay, like plus symbol. These are the things we can use in the regular expression. We just want to match certain text. We just want to extract certain text from the text. Basically, we are getting certain patterns. Okay, so through the RE module, we can importing the RE module, then we can use the regular expression. This RE module is basically a library in the Python for using the regular expression. It will support different things, different identifiers, white space characters. There are lots of things inside this RE module. RE means regular expression module. So you can study that. Like I can write a simple example, import RE. Okay, and then I can write certain functions. I just want to match certain patterns. Like you just want to match there is an email ID or not. So for the email ID, what we are having at the rate and then dot inside the email ID. So I'm writing here A equals to A having certain email IDs. Okay. So like go edu hub at the rate google.com, one email ID, and I can say AI at the rate google.com. Okay, then I just want to find out all the email address from this A. So I can write here emails equals to RE module, and inside the RE module there are lots of functions. I can use find all, okay, and inside this I can write some regular expression. Okay, there are certain rules. I'm just writing here, don't worry about it. R, and then I'm writing /w /dot, and I can give the hyphen, like there would be any character, and after this plus at the rate, there should be at the rate symbol. Okay, and inside the braces I'm again writing /w /dot and hyphen, and then I can close, and there would be some, like what I exactly want. I want at the rate, okay, and I want dot. And you can say I'm just taking here at the rate. If there is at the rate is existing, then I can say this is an email ID. Okay, and then I can for email in emails. Okay, print email. I can run this code. And there can be some other value that don't have at the rate. Like I'm putting my name. Yes, I'm getting only two things that having at the rate. So regular expression, I'm checking certain expressions, certain patterns. All the occurrence that matches a given pattern. Okay, we just want to get out all the email address from a list. Okay, I think we have studied lots of things today. We have seen file handling in the Python, and after that we have seen the modules in the Python, and then one simple example of regular expression. Okay, do you have any question regarding all these things? You can ask me now. I'm waiting for your questions. Okay guys, are you getting each and everything? You need to do the practice. After the class, you need to do the practice. Without practice, you don't get anything. Like I'm teaching you in one way, and if you don't apply the practical things after the class, then after 1 or 2 days, each and everything you will forget. There are lots of things available inside the Python. And nowadays, this is the simplest language. I can say you can easily learn within the 10 to 15 days. If you have basic background about the programming, then you can easily learn this language. Okay, so I hope your semester exams also completed, and now your colleges are open. Most of the colleges are open. So like after 1 year you are going to your college, so just practice the things. You can search out. Kiraj is asking how can we save the graph using pyplot. I never use this thing. You can search out. Either I'll also search it how to save a graph using pyplot. I don't remember the function, but definitely there would be one function inside the matplotlib. I never used this function, never tried this thing to save a graph. Let me check it out, and I'll address this question in the next class. Otherwise, you can check it out. I hope you can solve this by yourself. Otherwise, again, you can ask me in the next class. Because there are lots of things inside the Python, and one person cannot remember each and everything. Okay? Okay guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. We are going to complete this course in the next coming classes. I hope I'll try to cover each and everything till the 31st January. Okay? Most of the things we already covered. Basic Python we covered, and Different algorithm in the ML also we have covered. Very less topics are remaining, so we will cover in next upcoming classes. Okay, thank you so much. Good night. See you tomorrow.